Mic check, man. Morning Masters Podcast, your host, Maine, of course. This time, just coming to y'all talking a little bit. I might call this speaking my mind or some shit. I don't know. Talking out loud. I don't know. But just want to touch bases with the audience, the listeners, fan base, whatever you want to call it. So, where can I start? Okay, first of all, let's start with this, right? I want to tell y'all. I know I haven't been putting out a lot of episodes, but I got a plan in place. I don't like just doing stuff at the hip. I like to do stuff with a plan attached to it. That's number one. Number two, it takes for certain creators, it takes a lot of times when you're doing these podcasts and you're doing each episode. I know I said it before. To me, I like to paint pictures. So every episode I do is a picture painting. If you watch it from start to finish, you'll see different pictures I painted within that one picture that I was painting. All these questions. When they give me responses, the follow-up questions, all that stuff, it's work. It takes work. It takes time. It's time and it's learning. Each episode, I'm trying to learn. Trying to, whether it's not talking over somebody, or whether it's letting somebody talk for a certain amount of time, whether it is cutting somebody off because they're going somewhere different, whether it's bringing the conversation back to where it originally started from. All those things take time and take a lot of effort, right? Aside from all that, podcasts in general take time. Your average podcast, 45 minutes to 2 hours, 3 hours. That's a lot of time. That's just in live motion. That's not even editing. That's not even just finding the right clips. That's not even the whole, the just pre-recording. You know what I'm saying? Like post-recording. Like none of that stuff. That's just strictly you talking to the person for X amount of time. All right? So they come in, they might talk, just, get situated, get comfortable, whatever have you. And then y'all start the podcast. Podcast go forever, how long? Cool. Then it's post-podcast, right? Let me tell you how this works too. I'm going to just say a little bit. Might as well, I'm talking, right? I'm going to say a little bit. So from my experience with doing this, right? Pre-recording is probably, pre-recording and post-recording is very crucial in podcasting, because sometimes you could tell what kind of mess y'all had. If the post recording isn't like the best, you might not have the best episode. Who knows? Maybe you said something that the person didn't like. Who knows? Pre-recording, it's like the podcast ain't start yet, so nobody knows where it's gonna go yet. Maybe all you have is the relationship you had before they walked in that door, if any. Which is also even more you gotta deal with, because if you don't have a relationship with the person you recording with, that changes things for that pre-recording process. Now you're trying to get get to know each other. I'm this person, you're this person. This is what I like to do. I might be a jokester. Yeah, I joke a lot, so don't take it personal. Like, you get things in order so that the podcast can flow a certain way. You take care of things you have to take care of so that the podcast can flow a certain way. Let's talk about pre-production. That's what I'm looking for. Pre-production, not pre-recording. Pre-production. I might tell you my plan. Hey, I want to do this. I want to touch on this. I might send you questions. I might not. But before we actually start recording, you're gonna know exactly where it's gonna go, how it's gonna go, what kind of vibe I'm looking for. Whether it's serious, whether it's joking, whether it's just teaching, preaching, advertising, funny. It's a certain structure. I'm gonna tell you, hey, we're gonna do this, that, and third. Every guest I have, I get the same rundown, man. Every guest I have, I give the same rundown. Before we start recording, I tell them, yo, is there anything you don't want me to ask you? Why, man? Why? Wayne, why? Why ask? Because I edit my own stuff. It's easier if I tell you up front, hey, yo, if it's anything you want me to take out, let me know now. Or let me know at that very moment. You could say X, Y, Z about somebody at 26 minutes and 40 seconds in the podcast. Let me know. Boom, I write it down. I'm on this side, I'm writing it down. Boom, all right, cool. When I go back to edit, I'm taking that whole thing out. Whether I'm taking out, if not 26:40 when you told me, I'm taking out 26:20 to 26 whatever to make that blend in, so that it don't even look like I took anything out. And if it do, they don't know what it is, because I'm not gonna keep the part in when you said take it out, and I'm not gonna keep the part in that you said whatever you said. I'm gonna take it out. Makes it easier for editing. Now I know where I gotta take it out at. Okay? As opposed to you telling me 2 days later or a day later, I don't know when you said this part. I know round about, but now I gotta go find it. I might have already edited the video. I don't play it. When people leave, I start editing the video right then and there. I might have already edited the video. I already mixed it down, put the audio to it, lightened it up, put my imprint on it, put my face on there. It might be done. Now I gotta go back and do it again because you done said something that you shouldn't have said, or you didn't tell me when you needed to tell me that, hey, I might not be able to say this part. Even if it's something you might not be able to say, you should tell me. But I make this very clear from the get-go. I make this very clear from the minute you walk in the studio. I make this very clear before we press record. Okay? I don't believe in Neil. Shout out to Neil from the Blair Brothers. He said, hey, man, that's why you had him sign that paper, man. Had him sign that paper so that you could put it out. This is my issue with that. My issue with that is this. I don't believe in having people sign papers before we start recording because I feel like it takes away from the process. Okay? If every time, all right, if you have to sign something to just do something, I feel like now in your mind, you think like, damn, why I got to sign that? Or if I'm telling you, hey, we're going to vibe out, we're going to do this, we're going to do this, it's going to be a good time, da-da-da. But hey, sign this real quick so that just because, man, what you say, whatever the fuck you say, whatever you say, I'm putting out anyway. But sign that for me, please. You're not going to be comfortable. It's not genuine. Don't get me wrong. I don't want anybody to lose anything that they have in real life that means a lot to them for a show. I'm not saying that. But at the same time, I don't want the conversation to be, okay, I can't say this, so no, I'm not gonna say that. So I don't force that down. That's why I say, yo, if you say something you feel like even how it came off, let me know when you say it, so this way we can take it out. I do good journalism. If I say, is anything you don't want me to ask, I ain't gonna ask it. I promise you, I ain't gonna ask it. It's times I don't ask questions at all, and people just bring it up and they just start talking about it. I didn't ask that question because I just felt like that person might have felt uncomfortable. This platform right here is not to be uncomfortable. It's called More Than the Masters. All it is just to show that Augusta got more to offer than just a golf tournament once a year in April. That's all it is. All this podcast is to do is to highlight 51 more weeks out the year. That's it. It's not to make anybody feel uncomfortable. I got other platforms for that. This platform is not for that. This platform is solely to push a city that I feel doesn't have the best or doesn't have the highest value or pride of their city. I want everybody to be proud where they're from, proud of what you're doing where you're from, and push it. Some talented people out here, some dope people out here. Just being an individual, not even talent, just dope individuals out here. I want to push that forward. That's all I want to do. That's all this is for. It's not for money. I probably spend more money than I'm making this. This is just for I want to do it. I'm genuine about this. I'm serious about everything I'm doing. This is something I just want to do. But scrap that. All right, so that's pre-production. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to get people acquainted. Okay, you're trying to get people acclimated. Like, look, just sit in the chair. Be yourself. You know what I'm saying? Be calm. I'm trying to get you to unpack whatever we're going to unpack. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to make you feel comfortable. A lot of times when I meet these people, when we do a podcast, I don't even know them. Okay? I might not know you, and then 15 minutes in, you telling me something you never told nobody before. That's my job. My job is to make you feel comfortable. My job is to make you feel like, hey, you at home. My job is not to say you sign a paper, put it in front of you, and then whatever you say is like, oh, well, whatever, that's on you. You asked out. No. I don't clickbait. I don't post clips and be like, XYZ said such and such for traction. Everything is genuine. Everything is 100% genuine. Actually, I feel like my titles have gotten longer, which sometimes mess the view up. It messed the views up. The title too long. I make a whole paragraph in my title because I want people to know exactly what you're talking about, and I don't want there to be no any kind of inhibitions about what you're talking about. I don't want to be none of that. I want it to be exactly what you're talking about, and I want them to watch because of what I'm saying you're talking about, and because of that, not because you said F one person within the 9 minutes of you talking, and I say Joe says F Larry. I don't do that. That's not my thing. I'm not in it for that. You know what I'm saying? So that's just, mind you, as I said, all this I'm talking about is only pre-production. Meaning I'm talking about within the podcast. This is what I'm telling you before the podcast starts, before we press record, before we hit record on the camera, before we just get into it. Okay? Then you got the recording process. That's easy. You do that, you talk. It's just talking. You talk whatever, talk about whatever you want to talk about. And sometimes even in there, if I feel like you're saying something like, you sure you can say that? You sure you can say that? I'm asking you. I'm always going to be 100. I'm going to keep it 100 because what I don't want to do, and that's why I'm talking about it now, What I don't want to do is do something, like it, love the content, and not be able to share it with the audience, share with the fan base, share with my listeners, or have to take it away from my listeners when they liked it. Okay? I don't want to have to do that. So that's why I'd rather everything be genuine, everything be upfront. I'm gonna tell you what my goal is. You tell me what your goal is. We can meet in the middle. You might feel like I might want to have a funny podcast. You might say, "Yo, can we do half funny, half serious?" I'll meet you in the middle there. Just tell me. We all talk in pre-production. Everybody's included in that. It's not just me and the camera guy. It's not just me and this person. It's not just me and my thing only. No. Yeah, I'm going to cultivate the show and I'm going to be in control of the ship because this is my boat. But I'll take feedback from anybody. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I'm promoting a person, a brand, an entity. So I'm okay with taking some feedback from that person. Like, hey, can it be more of this? Can it be more of that? If we can do it, we can do it. If we can't do it, we can't. There's other places you can go that you can control whatever you want to control. Just not one of them. Okay? So then you got post-production. That's all me at that point. Post-production is all me. All I ask is that the time I spend on these podcasts, the time I spend on these clips, the time I spend on editing, the time I spend on just promoting the episode, the time I spend on cultivating the right clips, titling, pictures, the time I spend on all of that stuff, editing, saving the video, making sure the resolution is dope, make sure the coloring is dope, making sure the definition is high, making sure the audio sound crisp, making sure you don't look silly. All I ask is that when I'm doing all those things, you just share the links I post. You share what I post. When I tag you, you share it. Put it on your story. Put it on your Facebook. Tag me. Tell your people listen to it. Send it to the people in your text messages. All I ask, I want you to share it. End of the day is yours. We built it together. We make it together. It's an art. It's artistic. You know, when you take a good picture, you post it, right? So when you take a good picture, you post it. All these podcasts are good pictures. High quality. Post it. That's all I'm saying. Share it. Get more attraction to the page. I want people in the city to know what this is about so that everybody can come here and get that same feel. Everybody should be able to come here and just talk, be comfortable and talk about what they got, whether they got something going on, whether they're just a dope individual, whether they got a good story, they're a good mom, a good dad, a firefighter, a policeman, a rapper. We don't do rap too much. I ain't gonna lie. I don't do rap too much. That's my forte. But we also got shows for that. We got other entities for that. So you could come to here. You come here and you might get an interview with Sit Down with Slims, or you might get an interview on the Be Safe podcast. You know what I'm saying? I might send you to Mo, depending on, you know, I'll send you somewhere. Like there's places for all these things. And it might not be me. And I'm a team player, so I'm okay with that. But at the end of the day, we just gotta meet somewhere in the middle. We gotta meet somewhere in the middle, man. But so, you know, I don't mind helping and pushing people, right? So in the post-production, all I want is for you to share what I've created, because the post-production is all me. That usually takes most of the time, honestly. So I'm gonna give you my rundown of my day. And this is, I want people to know this. My whole thing is don't waste my time. Okay? Don't waste my time. And don't play with something that I'm very serious about, okay? So I might wake up at 6 in the morning, 5 in the morning, go to work. Might work from 5 a.m., 5:30 a.m. to about 4. After 4, I get off, might go get my girls. Be with them, eat some food, play with them, get my attention to about 6:37, 7:30. If I keeping them cool, I get somebody to watch them. If I'm not, if I'm sometimes bring them to the studio. It depends. Then it's podcast time. Podcast might be 8 o'clock. I get here at 7. I'm getting here an hour early. Why? I want to set up. I'm setting everything up where I think you're going to sit. I'm just pre-planning in my head. Got the camera guy coming at 7:30, 30 minutes early. We setting up. We doing this. We talking. We getting right. Ask them this, ask them that. Approach it this way, approach it that way. These are the things we doing. Mind you, I've been up since 5 a.m. Okay? So 8 o'clock come. Hopefully I come on time. If you don't come on time, cool. 8:30, whatever. You get here. We do the pre-production. You a little late. Okay, cool. So now we start that podcast at 9. I've been up since 5 a.m. Do the podcast. It's an hour and 20, 25 minutes, hour 30 max. It's dope. It's great. I love the podcast now. I'm just giving you a random day. I love the podcast now. I love it so much that I'm trying to hurry up, have this post conversation after we record up so you can get up out of here. Or sometimes I start editing why that person here. I want them to see how this is going to look. Anybody that come in this podcast will tell you and show you, or not show you, but will tell you, yeah, he just started editing right in there. Once I get that chip from Slim, I put that chip in the computer. I start syncing that audio. I start coloring up them pictures, I start showing the person and Slim how they looked on camera. They see themselves, oh, that's dope. That's fire resolution. Oh, can I get a picture of that? Can I take a picture of the computer? I'll send you a picture, man. Don't worry about it. Okay? That's what I do. At this point, it's 9:30. No, I'm sorry. At this point, so it's 10:30 at this point. I've been up since 5 a.m. Okay? If I like it that much, or I just want to put some content out, I feel like it's just dope, I might make a 30-minute, 20-minute clip just to get 5 minutes of it and put it out. That's another hour and a half. This resolution that we're using isn't small. It's not some rinky-dink droid small 720 type. This is high definition quality we're using. All right, these lenses cost a lot of money. So the quality costs a lot of money. The quality is very, very, very rich. So it's take longer to edit, take longer to upload. All right. When I'm lighting it up, when I'm adding the audio to it, all that stuff, it take time. It take a lot of time. Okay. At this point, I'm leaving the studio. I'm trying to leave when it get made about 12:01. I might just send the YouTube so I can just download to my phone when I get home. Now it's 1 a.m. I'm home. 1 a.m. I've been up since 5. Just so I can put a clip out on Instagram. Just so I can put a clip out on Facebook or Twitter. Just to tell you, like, hey, look what we did. Okay? Next day I work. It's 5 a.m. I've been up all day the day before that. 1 o'clock I'm coming back home. About 1:15, 1:20, I'm finally putting the finishing touches on the video to put out tomorrow, the next day. That's just for the clip. I'm not even talking about the full actual episode. That's going to take a long time in itself. I got to match an hour worth of audio with an hour worth of video. Light an hour worth of video up. It's take a long time. Sometimes them videos take 2 hours to make because that quality is just that high. 2 hours to make. I ain't even talking about uploading to YouTube just to make the video, make it a file. 2 hours. Then you upload to YouTube. But I'm saying all this to say that I don't want the pro-production is on me. Post is on me. Pro-production is on me. It might not sound cool. It might not sound fun. But it's the reason I'm saying all the time. I'm going to kind of push what I'm saying because I ain't trying to make the video more than 30 minutes. But so I'm doing all this. This is for a clip. I'm doing all this. I ask you these questions. Every guest get the same fair treatment. Okay? All that time I done spent, whole day, I done had 2-3 hours of sleep to go to work the next day. And the next day, you know what I do? I go to work, get up at 4, do the same thing with my girls, go see them first, because that comes first for anybody. Them girls come for anybody. Anybody, anything. They might come into the studio. Daddy, can I come with you? Come on. Now I'm in here editing, I'm making clips, making videos that I ain't even put out yet. I got so many clips in the computer that I haven't even put out before. Just for when them rainy days where I'm lazy, I can put a clip out. This stuff I'm doing for nothing, really. I'm just doing it because I love to do it. But I don't want my time wasted. I'm not trying to do stuff to scrap it. I'm not calling you, hey, to do a podcast, to scrap it. I'm not calling you to do a podcast, to have it not be up or not be something I can share with the world. I want to share anything I have, whether I like how I went about it or not. All right? And I'm very clear and I ask these questions for these reasons. Okay? So my thing is, whatever. So going forward, right? For me, I think I might be done with, I ain't gonna say politics because I don't want you to start thinking about presidency and commission and stuff like that. That's a whole other topic. I ain't gonna get into politics right now because that's another thing that's pissing me off. I think it's too many people here thinking they can talk about politics, but that's another talk. I don't want to get into that. But however, what I do want to more so say is, if I feel like right now, if you have whatever we doing, we talking about, if you have a job or if you from a certain standpoint, or you might have you might have a situation where you can't talk about certain things because of a situation you have, whether it's a job, whether it's just ties to a certain person, a certain entity, we can't talk on here. We could talk in whatever. We could talk, but we can't talk on here. And I have to be more mindful of that now because I know that the platform is getting bigger, so it's more eyes and ears on the platform. You know, you can see that through the likes, through the views, through the shares. People like the stuff they see on this platform. I think people come on the platform not knowing that it's where it's at, and that's fine. I don't care. But what I can't have my time wasted. You know, So I say all this to say that, and shout out to everybody. I'm real transparent. I'm the type of person, like, I'm just like now, it's no editing straight through. I'm not editing it straight through. All I want to do is, only thing I'm gonna do with this video is fade in the beginning and fade out the end. That's it. I'm not editing this video. I'm not taking parts out. Everything is clear cut. I haven't stopped yet. Everything is clear cut. There's no reason for me to edit this stuff out, because I'm aware that what I say on this microphone in front of this camera is what I say. Okay? I'm not gonna get on here and say nothing I shouldn't say. I'm not gonna get in front of this camera and say something I shouldn't say. All right. With that being said, though, the last kind of couple episodes I had, I kind of have to scrap those. I don't have to, but because of my integrity and keep my integrity intact and type of person I am, I'm going to do it. But what I don't like is time wasted. I'm having to take videos down or needing to take videos down. Mind you, I'm all for, if it's something to do with your job, I'm not paying your bills. So cool, do that. But also understand, when you come on a platform like this, and when you talking about certain things, and you got a job at stake, or you got something, you have something bigger than you that takes care of you and your family, whatever it can be mindful of what you say. That's all I'm saying. Be mindful of what you say. Be mindful of what you say, man. I really don't know how else to say it. That's all I can say is, be mindful of what you say. I feel like, me personally, I'm not gonna go nowhere and say nothing out the norm. I'm not gonna go nowhere and say nothing that I'm not gonna be able to stand on, or that's gonna get me in trouble later on. I just don't do things like that. I believe in saying, sometimes less is more. Say less, and that's better. Sometimes people want to say too much. Also, I lost my thought for a second. I don't know if y'all noticed that, but I lost my thought for a second. Also, one of the issues that I have with having to, not having, but being that I do want to keep my integrity intact. The issue I have right now is the fact that here I am having to, clean up some stuff, or take some stuff down off my page of some things that I created, based off maybe someone else, I'm assuming, not being able to say the right things, or saying things they shouldn't say, when you don't have to do that. This is a platform where you can come in to be yourself. You don't have to always say things you don't have to say. You can always say next question. You can always say, I don't want to get into that. Or you could just choose your words wisely. You're all grown. You could choose your words wisely, right? It's decision making. Decision making is a big thing. Don't come to the podcast and, whether you bring somebody or not, but don't. Another rule. Please, anybody watching this, don't bring nobody to the podcast without talking to me first. That's number one. This has happened in the last 2-3 months now. Don't bring. From now on, it's gonna be. I'm gonna test everybody rule. Like, who you bringing? Let me know, because you don't know if I'm rocking with this person. If I know this person, it's a small studio. It's not big. I don't want a bunch of people in here, and I don't know who you know. Who are they? What's their background? What they do for a living? We got some high quality stuff in here. I don't have time for that. But I don't want to digress. I'm sorry. Let me backtrack. So, also decision making. All right. So you're doing a podcast, and you know that you are a big figure. You know that you are looked at with a lot of eyes on you, a lot of ears on you. You're doing a podcast, a great podcast, by the way, if I may say so myself. All right. Don't drink. You know what I'm saying? Don't drink. Don't drink. I don't drink, but I know that, or from what I know, that it's a thing called liquid courage. It's a thing called intoxication. You may say things you don't necessarily want to say, but you say it because of how you feeling. You may say things you don't need to say, but you say it based off how you feeling. So these are things that, I'm sorry, these are things that, excuse me, I'm gonna keep that in there too. I shouldn't have burped, but I'm gonna keep it in there because I'm on camera, so I shouldn't have did it. But these are things that cause you to make the wrong mistakes, or say things you shouldn't say. And there's nothing wrong with that. We all say things we shouldn't say. We all make mistakes. But, it's a point in time where you just know. I feel like you should know what you should say and what you shouldn't be saying. All right? But I say all this because I give you a rundown of a regular day. It's not even, and mind you, we do multiple podcasts. So it's not, I might do more than Master. I might do Main and Slim one day. You know what I'm saying? I might do something else another day. These might have 3, 4, 5 episodes or something we do a week. We might be recording every day of the week. I might edit every day of the week. I might be editing some old stuff, but then edit yours because I like your podcast, but that podcast still, I'm still due to put out a couple more clips. All I'm saying is all the shit is time consuming. I don't have time to come here, spend time in the studio at 10, 11, 12 at night to put out a video because I want to put out good content because I'm trying to show the city in a certain light, trying to push a certain I'm just trying to push certain entities, push certain agendas. All right, I'm trying to do my due diligence. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to shed light to a city that don't have the brightest light on it. I'm trying to do that. All of us are trying to. We're all pushing to be creative and put out creative material, and that shit take time. That shit take a lot of time. I don't think people understand. People see us doing this podcast. They come here and do the podcast, and they start their own podcast, which is cool. I'm not even getting into that. I don't have a problem with that. Do what you want to do. But all this shit is time consuming. I guarantee you it's time consuming. This right here is not time consuming to me. I'm just talking right now. I'm just thinking out loud. Because at this point, it's just like, damn, it's already one thing when you scrapping stuff for yourself. Then you put out anyway, just because like things happen. You're like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and do this for this person. Let me go ahead and do that. And then it's like, okay, now I can't put it out because niggas, I don't have time for that. Niggas is grown. But I have time for that, man. I have time to be wasting my time with stuff that I can't control, but that can be controlled because we all grown. We all grown. People can control what they say. They can control what they say. Don't say nothing you don't mean. So now when I start a podcast from now, I got to say, all right, mic check. More Than Masters podcast, host man, of course, man. Hold on, before I say who we got in the building, man. Anything you say on this podcast, please tell the camera right now that you are okay with saying that I can put this out. That's corny. I don't want to do that. That already rubbed the guest the wrong way. All I got to say in a joking way, now I got to mask that just so now I can have proof that it's okay for me to put something out. But like I said, I'm not even that type of person. I don't care what proof I got, what contract you sign, because of my integrity and the person I am and what I stand on. If something ain't working for you, I'ma scrap it. But I ain't trying to be scrapping shit on a regular. I ain't trying to be scrapping shit when I done spent 4 hours on this, or I done spent, and that's on certain things. Cause like I said, I might make a video. It take 2 hours to make. I'm sitting up at the studio watching little interviews, this, that, and third. But mind you, this whole time, this video is just making. Then it finally makes. Now you say, oh, take this part out. So I got to take. It's another 2 hours I got to wait now. Take this part out. It's like all these demands, all these things, my bad. All these demands, this, that, and third. And it's like, all that for what? Just to scrap it at the end anyway? That's crazy. So I think now I have to make the decision of anybody that's tied to anything politically, or I feel like they can't speak on certain topics because they might get in trouble. I have to tread lightly with that. But the honesty of all this is that that's the bag I'm in right now. I'm in that bag right now. I'm not in the regular person bag right now. I'm cool. I'm still cool with doing those, but I'm trying to elevate as well, elevate my questioning, elevate my interview skill. I'm getting better myself. I use them to get better. I'm gonna use this situation to get better at picking guests, picking what I ask. But I feel like the last two things I did, I asked perfect questions. I didn't ask nothing that was uncomfortable out the blue. Things were said, it wasn't because I asked them. I guarantee things that were said, it was not because I asked them. It was because people wanted to say those things. I don't know people's background. I didn't bring people. When I did Alfonso Ford, the last two, I never met him. Day in my life, that was the first time I met him. Then the second time I met him was on a podcast. I met him twice in my life. Both times we hit record. And now nobody gonna know. But regardless of the fact, don't waste my time. All right, waste my time. And end of the day, I'm happy for all the people that support and that listen to More Than Masters still. Continue to do so. We got some episodes coming soon. Slim get back from vacation. We're going to be back up on it. I'm going to start doing these more often, maybe 30 minutes, maybe an hour. I'm not sure. Just podcast with myself if I can't find a guest. Because I'm big on quality over quantity. I don't care about getting y'all episode every Monday. I want to give y'all dope episode every Monday. But this I had to get off my chest. But if I have to get more stuff off my chest, I definitely do that. I'm gonna still put out audios. I'm gonna try to put audios every Monday from now on. I know I can commit to that. I'll commit to putting out audios every Monday. Okay. I'll start back putting out audio every Monday. Whether a video will ensue with it, we'll see. It depends on what we talk about. But I got some great ideas in my notepad that I feel like I can get accomplished, whether I got a cameraman there or not. So that's a good thing. And that's all, man. That's all. I was gonna talk about some other stuff, but honestly, that took so long that I can't get into what I want to get into, man. But let me know if y'all like this. Y'all like this? Share it, like it, message me, comment on YouTube if you liked it or not. What's your thought process? If you got any questions on podcasting, please hit me up. I'm free to ask questions. I don't mind anybody to tell you. The game should be sold, not told. I'm sorry. The game should be told, not sold. I don't ever sell nobody the game. I give you what I know, and that's that. You know, what you take from that, what you take from that. But yeah, man, More Than Masters podcast. Please, y'all. We just can't have this. We can't have this no more. All right, we gotta put out episodes. We gotta be unified, and we gotta be careful in what we saying. We should never say things that's gonna get us in trouble, especially when the camera's in front of us and the microphone's in front of us. Because if you're ever gonna be careful saying anything, that is the time to be careful. If you're gonna be careful saying anything in life, it should be when the camera's on you and the microphone is in your face. Those are the 2 times you should definitely be extra careful. I hope that I was very clear, concise, precise in my delivery. Hope I don't come off as angry. 'Cause I'm not angry. I'm a little puzzled about my time being wasted. Because time is money, and I don't play around. I'm no joke. You know, I'm no joke. So, with that being said, hopefully you guys enjoyed this. I'll give you some more if you want some more. Just let me know. Give me topics. I'll talk about topics. I don't mind doing that either. Yeah, that's it, man. More Than Masters podcast be out. Last thing, one more thing too. Make sure that you know what? Nah, that's it. More Than Masters podcast be out, man. I ain't gonna do it.